so happy to see you here this morning. Can you imagine how the Moroccans would have felt if they were here? We felt that way in Morocco. The stadium was red. We had no or only few supporters. And here, you are out here to welcome and congratulate this team. We are here today to celebrate, but let me firstly say to the Honorable Minister of Sport, Art and Culture, Natim Tetwa, the Chair of the Parliamentary Sports Committee, Beauty Lolane, Executive Mayor of Erkuleni, the Vice President of Sasol, Charlotte Mokwena, SAFA NEC members, Natasha Chiklas and Emma Hendricks, who's here, our national executive members and the regional members who are here, and especially you who turned out this morning. The team throughout the tournament said, we cannot let the people back home down. And they did not, and you came to show that you appreciate that commitment. The celebration today is certainly an honor for us as a country. This celebration is about a team that had delivered on our vision, a team that stuck to the plan, a team that carried the aspirations of our country and their own aspiration to win this African Cup of Nations. And so the team was not deterred by the fact that they've tried 5 times already, and this was their 6th attempt. So Coach Desiree Ellis, we are here to salute you. You've done a magnificent job. Congratulations. The team captain, Rafil Jane, Janine van Wyk, and the best goalkeeper on the African continent, Andine Dlamini. We salute you. The goal scorers of both goals, Hilda Mahai and fellow striker Jermaine Sioposenwe, we salute you. We salute every player on the field, every player on the bench, every player on the stand. And Tembi Khatlana, who had surgery. Tembi, we salute you. And we have to ask Tembi, leave Linda to dance. We want you to recover and recover quickly. We need you for the World Cup in Australia and New Zealand. We want to thank the millions of Banyana supporters both here and at home, and those on the African continent, to make this celebration all the more meaningful. We celebrate the African champions. We celebrate a team that was voted the best team on the African continent. We celebrate a coach that was voted 3 times the best coach on the African continent. We celebrate a goalkeeper who was voted twice the best goalkeeper on the African continent. We celebrate a team that delivered 5 players to Banyana, and that team was also voted the best team on the African continent, Bangladesh Sundowns. These achievements are unprecedented in the history of South African history, and therefore it is time to celebrate. And we made the commitment that we will reward those who worked hard and achieved on our behalf, on behalf of this nation. This is a project which started in 2013. In 2013, we took a decision that we are going to remove all the men from the women's teams. And we appointed women coaches for each and every women national team. We decided to bring a coach who was one of the top 3 best coaches in the world, Vera Pauw, to mentor Desiree Ellis. And after the Olympics in 2016 in Rio, we asked Vera, do you think Desiree is ready? She said, Desiree is more than ready to head Banyana Banyana. And of course, there were naysayers. Even women were against Desiree being appointed. And we said, Desiree, you are the head coach, we believe in you. And today we celebrate the achievement of that decision of the National Executive. We are also here to recognize that in the midst of all of the joy, inequality between men and women in sport in general, not just in football, in sport, not just in our country, globally, is a matter that must be addressed. And this tournament indicates the disparity between men and women, and as an indication of the domination of men in world sport. The FIFA World Cup, as it's called, is a World Cup for men. The FIFA Women's World Cup has a gender insertion. And so, to distinguish between the Men's World Cup and the Women's World Cup, and as we celebrate 2030 of FIFA World Cup history, we hope that by then there will be parity even there in the name of the competition. It should be then the FIFA Men's World Cup and the FIFA Women's World Cup. The second issue, of course, is in prize money. When Spain won the World Cup here in South Africa, Spain received $30 million for winning the World Cup. In 2011, a year later, Germany won. Germany received $1 million for winning the World Cup. In 2018, France received $40 million for winning the World Cup. In 2019, a year later, United States received $4 million for winning the World Cup. And this is a problem that goes back to the commercial environment around women's sport. In South Africa, men received broadcast revenue 2.8 billion, 1.4 billion, 600 million. Do you know how much Banyana gets in broadcast revenue? Zero. Absolutely nothing. Banyana matches has no value. So these are the issues that we have to address. When Real Madrid women played Barcelona women, they filled Nou Camp with 90,000 spectators. A few weeks later, Real Madrid men played against Barcelona men. You must look at the difference in revenue from broadcasting and commercial revenue from these two matches. When England played Austria, now in the Euro finals for women, they filled up Old Trafford, 70,000 spectators there. When England men played any other nation men, go and look at the broadcast and commercial revenue. These are issues that we have to address. I spoke to the minister and we said we will meet with the government as soon as possible, because this is not FIFA's problem, it's not FIFA's creation, it's not CAF's creation, it's not SAFA's creation. Anyone who says that is misleading you. It is a societal creation. And therefore, we must work together to address this disparity between men and women in sport. On the African continent, Sierra Leone became the first African country to pay men and women the same, after an agreement between the government and the Sierra Leone football. Brazil now is paying men and women equal. Norway has followed that route. England has gone that route. It is time that South Africa follow that route, and we are going to meet with our national executive to address this question. And I hope that other codes will follow SAFA in addressing gender disparity when it comes to remuneration and bonuses. So while we celebrate, we must also recognize there are challenges that we are able to meet, and we will call you again when me and the minister we sign that agreement, and we'll announce to you that Bafana Bafana and Banyana Banyana will be paid the same from now on. Thank you very much, and thank you for coming.